What's up, YouTube? So I'm back after no activity and countless Gmail alerts from YouTube, and I just had to make a video because I'm being driven crazy, and you guys deserve new stuff. So I'm stuck in Stony Brook University, Long Island, and I've had the privilege to use someone's headphones over here, the Audio-Technica, which really caught my interest because so many of you have been complaining to me, John, broaden your taste in companies for headphones, right? You know, you got the Beats, you got the Bose. I personally had an epiphany when I broke away with Beats and I tried Bose. I thought I was, you know, in such a newfound direction. But you know what? You know, I personally knew there was, you know, you got the V-Modas, you got those M80s that people are liking. You have Audio-Technica, Bulk Audio, you have Soul Republics, like you might complain about, Sony XB500s. There's so many products that you go with. But what I want to focus on today, right now, are these Audio-Technicas, the ATH-M70X, which right over there, hopefully the camera clears out right there. Now, these, if you guys haven't noticed already, look identical to my Bose QC15s, which has a little wire stuck in it right now. They look a little bit too identical. Well, part of the reason they came out both in 2009. I'm not too sure who came up with the design first, but they're pretty much the same headphone. I tried them out, and these go for Audio-Technica $120 on Amazon, while the Bose go for $300. My review on them: they have 75% more, 75% of the noise cancellation that Bose provides. They have better bass than the Bose, which kind of broke my heart a little bit, but the Bose remain to be dominant when it comes to clarity in all aspects. My only complaints on these: the highs are not as good as I wanted to be. There seems to be a little cracking, and I mean, when I turn these on, I mean, they're already on, but when I plug them into my my device, there is a good amount of sound leakage, which you don't find at all in Bose. Not really a fan of that, guys. Not really a fan of that, so let's try it out. Oh, did I mention they work when the battery's dead? Yeah, that's definitely a plus with these right over here. I really like that feature because you don't know how many countless of times that when I'm with my dear beloved Bose, my battery starts to die and the bass starts to crack, and it's just such a painful experience. Those who own Beat Studios, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, a brief little unboxing, though I don't have the box. With these, you do get the case. What's new?
Hi, this is Gary Boss here with Audio-Technica at the 2012 AES convention. We're very excited to introduce a new wireless. This is our System 10 digital wireless. Now, when I say digital, it's both digital in the sense that it's broadcasting digital. It's in the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, well outside TV interference. And talking about interference and security and the way this thing transmits, we're actually transmitting with what we call 3 levels of diversity assurance. Well, that sounds real fancy and neat. What does that mean? And this sounds a little bit more like a science fiction movie. We actually have frequency, space, and time diversity. So wrap your head around that, but I'm going to go through those. The first thing we have is space diversity. Well, that sounds very high-tech, but essentially what that means is we use 2 antennas on our receiver. They are spaced apart, okay? This is going to make certain that we get a clear signal to one of those antennas, but to take it one level further, we actually have 2 antennas in both the handheld and in the body pack. So we have space diversity both at the transmitter and the receiver level. All right. Diversity number 2, we have time diversity. Now this is where we have to really kind of think outside the box of traditional wireless. The digital wireless transmits in a frame, and that's an instant in time, and things can happen in this instant in time. And what we're doing is we're actually transmitting 2 audio signals at slightly different times within this digital frame, and the receiver then selects the best signal out of those two time slots. That's going to minimize multipath problems with the wireless. Now, the third level of diversity assurance is frequency diversity. Now, this is pretty cool. What we're doing on the transmitter side and the receiver side, the receiver is looking at the environment and it's selecting frequencies. And essentially, transmit on these two frequencies. The transmitter actually transmits on two frequencies simultaneously. The receiver does a comparative analysis and figures out which one's the better one. Now, if one of those frequencies tends to get interference, it will actually real-time find a new frequency, tell the transmitter, and the transmitter will change. So it's actually frequency hopping. This is a very advanced feature on a wireless that's going to street somewhere around $300 for a guitar handheld system. Again, we have up to 8 simultaneous use on this system. We have the body pack or the handheld. The body pack comes in guitar, lavalier, head worn. So all the different variations you want with the body pack. Balanced output on the receiver, and the receivers, this is a nice little phrase we coined here. So you can see here they are stacked mountable, so you can actually stack these up, which is something you traditionally aren't supposed to do with wireless. This will be shipping as of November 1st in your favorite MI retailer or online.
And you guys are going to send us some to try and break them?
Yes, we will.
All right.
Good luck.
What's up, guys? This is Blair and Chris from Review Brothers, giving you a very anticipated and excited look at the Audio-Technica
M70X.
Yes, there you go.
These headphones actually recently just came out. They were supposed to come out in early March, but for some reason they shipped them early and decided to up the release date, so we got them here for you in February. And so far, like I said in our first impressions, they've all kind of been validated. It's a high quality headphone. Starting at the build, I love it. It's a great build.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to complain for. It can compact itself nice and small if you need to compact it. It flips around. I mean, this thing just, it feels durable and it's comfortable at the same time. So in terms of what you get in hardware, you know, it feels like it's going to last a long time.
Yeah.
It's really well. Not even to mention it comes with the carrying case right here, which I don't know how much you'd use that, but it's nice they include it, I'm not going to lie. And then you get 3 cables.
3 cables is huge because before, the older model of this, there's no detachable cable. So this is huge, even just having 1 detachable cable, but the fact they give you 3 is great. So before, you could either get the coil cable like they have here, and then you have just a straight, or here's the new one you get, a 3-foot cable, which they never had before. Now they have this, so maybe if you want to take it to something more mobile, or you just want a short cable. And then the third one is this, I think it's as long as the coil cable, but it's just a straight cable if you prefer that. Personally, I don't ever use this. I'll throw it in my closet somewhere. I really like the coil cable and the mobile cable, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah. So there you go. And this one's really nice because it is, we were talking earlier, it's kind of like a 5-6 foot cord, but it can stretch out to be a 10-foot, 9-foot cord. So
there's also a 45mm driver that can go on. There's just screws on the end of each one of these. But yeah. Also, another thing upgraded from the last one is the ear cushions. They said they've had an upgraded padding, and they're very nice. I like the size of them. My ear fits in there really nice. It doesn't hit the walls of the speakers inside, so that's really nice. And I think they're pretty comfortable on my head.
Yeah, and then I both agree. Like when it comes to how a headphone should feel over ears, I mean this is sort of the standard right now. We've had to test a lot of headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones, and this is definitely some of the most comfortable pair we've had.
Yeah, I definitely like them. I think when I first got them, they were a little tight, almost like they needed a break-in period. So, I stretched
Lenovo's latest gaming laptop. A priest casts his blessing on 2 new noise-canceling headphones, and the latest smartphone from Motorola. You gotta watch before you buy.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for Before You Buy is brought to you by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com. Before You Buy is brought to you by Stamps.com. Start using your time more effectively with Stamps.com. Use Stamps.com to buy and print real U.S. postage the instant you need it right from your desk. For our special offer, visit Stamps.com now, click the radio microphone, and enter Before You Buy. Welcome to Before You Buy. I'm Leo Laporte. No, I'm not Tom Merritt, although I am sitting in Tom's seat. This is kind of fun. He's got a nice place here. I kind of like it. We could just do TNT. I've got Tony Wang, Father Robert Ballister, and coming up, Nicole Lee with our reviews. Before You Buy is our review show where we get great stuff in-house, or maybe great stuff in-house, and we give our staff a chance to look at it and give you their review. We're going to kick things off with Tony Wang, who runs our editing department. When did you start working at TWiT? 2006?
2008.
May. That late.
Yeah.
But you're one of like the third or fourth employee. It was
Fourth,
because it was me, Dane, Frederic, Colleen, and you. Because Colleen brought you in.
Yeah.
So you've been here a long time.
Very long.
We adore Tony Wang. And besides your duties editing here, you also like to review stuff.
Yes.
This time you got a laptop. What is this?
This is Lenovo Y580, and they tout it as a multimedia gaming laptop.
Let's take a look at your review.
I'm Tony from Twit.tv and Before You Buy, and today I'm reviewing the Lenovo IdeaPad Y580. The Lenovo IdeaPad Y580 is Lenovo's latest offering for their high-performance multimedia entertainment on the go. As you can see, it's in a pretty sleek package. We're looking at 15.6-inch Full HD 1080p HD display, and it's obviously running Windows 7 Premium Edition right now, and I'm sure it's upgradable for Windows 8 later this year. And as far as graphics goes, we have the GTX 660M, the mobile version. You can have up to 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, as well as 1 terabyte of hard drive space and 64 gigabytes of SSD. And what that really reflects in the user experience is that you get really, really fast boot up speed from sleep, or even from a restart or from a cold start. And Lenovo said it's about 40% faster than their other Windows 7 laptops. And you have your usual wireless connections with your Bluetooth and your 802.11n, and there's WiMAX as well. As you can see on the side of the laptop, you have USB 2.0, 3.0, and a 6-in-1 card reader. And there's also a built-in TV tuner on this. The laptop also features a DVD reader, writer, as well as a Blu-ray disc reader. So it's really a multimedia system on the go, because you have everything you need in the home system, but it's in a portable form factor. This laptop also features a JBL Dolby surround sound system, and I was actually very, very pleasantly surprised by how well the audio quality was when I was watching movies and also listening to music. Design-wise, they went with this sleek brushed metal front cover, as well as the keyboard cover. It's also brushed aluminum. It is cool to the touch, so it does feel really nice, but I wish it's actually more sturdier than it looks. When I press on it, there is a little flex. This laptop actually ships with a 6-cell battery, and the battery life was phenomenal. I was able to watch almost 5 hours straight of streaming video. I had the screen display on 70% brightness, and the speaker was full volume blasting the TV show, and it was great. The NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660M is very capable and had no issues with any sort of video playback, Blu-ray or streaming or otherwise. I played a few games on Steam, and it held up really well. I tried Orcs Must Die, Left 4 Dead 2, and StarCraft 2. I wasn't able to get my hands on the more graphic-intensive games out there, but